Out where the sky meets the gray, angry Bering Sea, danger and opportunity collide. It's cold, vast, and unforgiving, a place only a rare breed can call their office. Here, fishermen hunt for King and Opilio crab, risking everything for the deadliest catch. The waves are monstrous, the winds relentless, and the work is brutal. Why do they do it? For the money, yes. A good season can make a deckhand rich, a captain a legend. But it's also about the challenge, the thrill of facing down Mother Nature and winning. Brotherhood forms on these boats miles from anywhere, forged by shared risk and reward. Every crab pot is a gamble, empty or overflowing, fortune or disappointment. These stories are epic. Captains betting it all on a single spot. Crews pushing to the limit. Sometimes they return with full tanks and high spirits. Other times, only broken gear and dreams. The job isn't for everyone, just a tough, determined few. They leave families behind, work around the clock in freezing cold and face constant danger. Yet, they keep coming back, drawn by the call of the cold blue sea. It's an adventure as raw and real as it gets. Every season, new legends are made. The Bering Sea doesn't care who you are, it only rewards those willing to risk it all. This is not a job, it's a test of character. For those who answer the call, the sea offers both hardship and glory. It's dirty work, but it builds legends, and that's why they return, season after season. Meet Jake Anderson, a deckhand turned captain with a dream to own the FV Saga. To buy his boat, Jake needed to catch his full quota, 330,000 pounds of crab. Most captains played it safe, crowding the northern grounds, but Jake took a risk. He steered the Saga south, away from the fleet, betting the crab were there. If he was wrong, he'd lose time, fuel, and maybe his dream. The first pots came up, overflowing with crab. The southern grounds were loaded, and Jake's gamble paid off big. The crew worked non-stop, exhaustion forgotten in the excitement. Jake hit his quota, worth $1.3 million. He paid his crew handsomely, some earning $30,000 for the season. Jake's 21-year dream came true, not by following, but by daring to lead. He bet on himself and won against the odds. The Saga was his, and his crew celebrated a legendary haul. In the Bering Sea, fortune favors the bold. Jake's story is proof. Sometimes you have to risk everything to win big. That's what makes a captain a legend, and that's what keeps them coming back. Sig Hansen, captain of the FV Northwestern, is a Bering Sea legend. Even for Sig, the sea brings new challenges, like a massive polar ice pack forcing the fleet south. Sig played it safe at first, but good wasn't enough. He made a bold move, pushing 100 miles north, right to the edge of the ice. It was risky. If the ice shifted, he could lose everything. The crew was tense, but trusted Sig's instincts. The first pots came up, loaded with hundreds of crab. Sig had found the mother lode. On another trip, he listened to his son-in-law's advice and struck gold again. In 24 hours, the Northwestern hauled in $240,000 worth of crab. Sig's willingness to take calculated risks set him apart. He stared down the ice and the doubts and came out on top. That's what makes a great captain. In the Bering Sea, fortune rewards the brave. Sig Hansen proved why he's king of these waters. Captain Jonathan Hillstrand of the FV Time Bandit wanted one last legendary season before retirement. His goal: catch $1 million worth of golden king crab in deep, dangerous waters. The season started strong, pots overflowing, spirits high. Then, a record-breaking pot, 670 crabs in one haul. The crew celebrated, but the Bering Sea had other plans. A massive storm hit, forcing them to run for shelter and putting their dream at risk. The storm dragged their gear underwater, nearly impossible to retrieve. Refusing to give up, Jonathan and his crew built a custom drag hook and braved the rough seas. Against the odds, they recovered their pots, still full of crab. Battling 40-knot winds and 20-foot seas, they pushed through. The Time Bandit hit its million-dollar goal. Jonathan's final season became the stuff of legend. It was a perfect farewell, earned through grit, teamwork, and relentless determination. The sea tested them, but they prevailed. That's how legends say goodbye. And the Time Bandit sailed home a winner. Captain Scott Jr. Campbell of the FV Lady Alaska faced a battle off the water, major spinal surgery. Doctors told him to rest, but the sea called him back just 4 months later. Returning to the world's toughest job after surgery was a huge risk. Jr. avoided the crowded grounds, gambling on untouched virgin territory. The first pots came up, full of big, clean king crab. His instincts were spot on, and the quality meant top dollar at the dock. 600 miles from port, the Lady Alaska was on track for a fast, profitable trip. Junior's comeback was a triumph of willpower and experience. He didn't just return, he dominated. The heart of a fisherman is hard to break. Junior proved that spirit and knowledge can overcome any setback. His story is a testament to resilience. In the Bering Sea, true grit always finds a way. Captain Sean Dwyer of the FV Brenna A was fishing for more than crab. He was fishing for a new boat. To afford it, he needed a season for the record books. Sean started in the mud pit, a risky but promising spot. The first pots were massive, over 550 crabs each. Even better, he saw riders. Crabs clinging to the outside, a sign the area was packed. Sean knew he had to work fast before others moved in. The Brenna A was off to one of the fleet's strongest starts. Every crab was a step closer to his dream. That epic haul became the down payment on a new vessel. Hard work, smart fishing, and a little luck paid off. For Sean, it was more than a good day. It was the start of a new chapter. The Bering Sea rewards those who seize the moment. Captain Keith Colburn of the FV Wizard faced a race against a brutal storm. He needed to pull 40 pots, averaging 50 crabs each, to finish his quota. The wind howled, the deck iced over, and every pot was a gamble. The crew battled exhaustion and danger, numbers rising and falling with each haul. With just 3 pots left, they hit their target. Keith gave the order to run for safety. Quota filled, storm beaten. Rookie Jacob, once a greenhorn, had earned his place among the crew. Under pressure, the team came together and triumphed. On the Bering Sea, leadership and teamwork make all the difference. The Wizards' season ended in victory, earned the hard way. On a crab boat, teamwork is everything. Every crew member has a vital role, from hauling pots to sorting crab. When disaster strikes, a rogue wave or a near miss, everyone's training kicks in. Injuries are handled fast. There's no time to stop. Sorting crab is a coordinated frenzy, with veterans using clever tricks to protect the catch. Even loading the tanks is a group effort, maximizing space and keeping the crab alive. Every task, from baiting pots to stacking gear, depends on trust and precision. The bonds forged in these conditions are unbreakable. They're more than a crew. They're a family. In the Bering Sea, survival depends on each other. Why do we watch these stories? Because they're real, about hard work, risk, and reward. The Bering Sea is a place where effort equals outcome, and fortune favors the bold. These fishermen face danger, exhaustion, and heartbreak for a shot at glory. Their triumphs and failures are raw and human. They're not superheroes, just ordinary people doing an extraordinary job. The spirit of the Bering Sea is resilience, teamwork, and courage. They fish for more than crab. They fish for a better life, respect, and pride. And that's a story worth telling.